Our country, especially the South, is full of communities developed by African Americans after the Civil War. These neighborhoods are often overlooked, but the Sikh Museum recognizes the importance of the Black Bottom Historic District in Russellville and strives to share its history with others. After the Civil War ended, many of the people who were freed had no place to live. Logan County was described as one of the most dangerous places for a freed person of color because the former Confederates had taken control of the area. Federal troop protection was not available because Kentucky had not officially seceded from the Union. In spite of these conditions, several veterans from the U.S. colored troops used their pensions to start building houses in the bottom, and others followed. Preachers founded churches and raised funds, penny by penny, from the freed people. Trained educators came to town and started a school and provided assistance to those in need. Eventually, businesses opened and a commercial center developed in the bottom. The museum has restored 5 buildings in the bottom where the stories of this neighborhood are told. They include a house built by a Civil War veteran, a Rosenwald school building, a house built by a man who taught in the segregated schools for over 40 years, and a shotgun-style house built by a white family after World War II for their maid. Exhibits in these buildings address segregation, violence, and the struggles for civil rights, along with the cultural heritage of the people who had been freed from slavery and their descendants. These buildings are anchored by a bronze statue of Alice Allison Dunnigan, who started working for civil rights in Russellville in the 1930s. Dunnigan later moved to Washington, D.C., and she became the first woman of African American heritage to be authorized to cover presidential, congressional, and Supreme Court briefings. Her work for equal rights continued for over 40 years, and her inspirational life is memorialized by this statue that is part of the U.S. Civil Rights Trail.